Hey, hey, hey. Thanks for joining, guys. Paige the Framer here. I'm excited you're here, if you can't tell, because I'm being spazzy. I'm really glad that you're here with me and that you've made your way to my channel. If you are so inclined, please subscribe to the channel and hit those thumbs up if you are enjoying this. And please, I'm asking you to do a lot, aren't I? So many favors. If you also could leave a comment with any of your questions, or if you have any suggestions for the podcast, I would love to hear from you. And then if you pop on over to Instagram, you can follow me there too. I am Paige the Framer there. Okay. Now it's my turn?
Yes.
You can't really see, that doesn't translate on the screen as an empty hole right there.
Oh.
But my whole section back here behind us is empty because I'm getting a big order of Malbrigo Rasta next week.
Michelle just screamed somewhere in cyber world.
But I got Happy Mail today and I thought I would share with you guys. Cool. So I went to Vogue Knitting Live last weekend. And I get overwhelmed in big places like that.
Yeah.
And so I didn't buy much. Like, I bought a book, I bought a bunch of pins, I bought things, but I didn't buy yarn. Well, that's not true. I bought one skein of yarn. This is what I bought at Vogue Knitting Live. You guys will notice that it says The Cozy Knitter. And you might be saying to yourself, but she was not Vogue Knitting Live. And she wasn't.
Is that the colorway?
Yes. So this, I bought, while I was at Vogue Knitting Live, I was saying to Denise, who's Earth Tones Girl, Earth Tones Girl podcast, and Earth Tones Girl on Instagrams. And she enabled me to go on to the internets and buy this because the Cozy Knitter was having an update as we were sitting having dinner. So I bought yarn from the internets while I was at Vogue Knitting Live.
Right.
And we think that's pretty darn funny.
I think it's funny.
So yep, socks coming soon. My first Cozy Knitter. Cute. So Denise enabled, and then Denise,
I love that.
sent me a prize.
I love that.
Like, for no reason other than just because. Oh, so clearly that makes us happy. And then in this little pouch, she put 2 mini skeins. I spun right round, yo. What was that giggle?
Spun right round, yo.
I'm like, what is she giggling at?
You.
I've never owned Spun Right Round. Look at the prettiness. So now this makes me feel like maybe I need to do a cozy memory. No, not cozy memories. A crochet stripe blanket.
Ooh.
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 Because I have a bunch of minis and I haven't used many of them. Denise, you are unbelievable. And then what else is in my prize? Because oh, we could have had tea today.
There's tea.
Yes. Tea?
Now I'm singing that song.
What song?
You're unbelievable.
Oh, no. And this is to decorate my knitting. Oh, she even wrote to decorate your knitting. Stop.
Made by me. She made it.
What? Shut the front door.
What is it?
Denise.
I didn't see this part. Oh.
We love her. Will you show it to the people? They probably can't read it, huh?
Can't. It says, do more of what makes you happy.
Yeah, it's too blinky. It says this.
It says that, but like this. That's cute.
Um,
That's cute right there.
Fiber friends are the best friends.
They really are.
Denise. And of course, like, she wrote the sweetest little thing. So Denise and I have talked a lot on the instanets, instawebs, Instagram, all of the places.
The interwebs.
And Vogue Knitting Live was the first place we met in real life. And we definitely were like this.
Let me help you.
Do you know that joke?
No.
You and me were just like this. This is me.
Sounds about right.
Denise is my people. Let's just put it that way. She's my people. So.
Like this. Maybe.
I'm spoiled.
Maybe it went like this.
So I just thought this would be, it was kind of funny that these two came together on the same day because Denise
She's the
enabled
one who
this.
encouraged, and then that came.
And then Denise.
I like how I say encouraged and you say enabled. Yeah.
I am excited to make these socks. This might be my next. I have so many socks that I want to make. Sniff it. So, thanks, Denise. I love you too, Denise.
You make me happy, Denise. You got threads on you.
Oh, thanks. That's because I'm
Story
sitting
of
next
my
to you,
life.
Daisy
I
Lane.
know.
Daisy.
Daisy.
Miss Daisy. So, anything else you want to chat about?
I don't think so.
We have lots of classes coming up.
Oh, yeah. That is good news.
Yeah.
That was fun. We sat and planned classes.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I get to teach.
Yes. So we do private lessons for beginners that are knitting, crocheting, and sewing.
Yeah.
So lessons are one-on-one, but classes and workshops are anywhere from 4 to 6 people, and classes are distinguished from workshops in that they are 2 sessions and workshops are 1. So the workshop you leave with a project done or mostly done, and the classes you get homework and you
come back and finish.
Usually finish either on your own or like there's something to finish. Like,
right.
So we're doing, our friend Michelle is teaching, she's doing the northward hat. You grab the blue one.
The blue one?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's doing that, and that's a 2-part class. And this is teaching people how to knit in the round, or how to do cable decrease. So that's going to be a cool class. That's a tin can knits pattern. Northward? Is that what it's called? Northward or northbound? Northward.
I don't remember.
So she's teaching that. It's a 2-part class. I'm doing an afterthought sock class. So this can be geared towards noobs. I think I'm gearing it towards new sock knitters. Like maybe you've never done a sock or you've only done 1 or 2. Because it's plain vanilla. I'm going to start them toe up. Wait, did I say I was going to do toe up? Yes.
Yes.
Toe up.
Yes. Then they go home and
teach them the toe, and they're going to do 2 at a time, so they'll do the toe up.
And then they come back.
And then they come back. Yeah, they finish the whole thing. I'll help them bind off.
Yep.
And then I'll teach them how to cut in their feet. And Kitchener. So that's going to be a good class for, I think that's a lot of stuff to teach a new person.
One.
Oh, yeah?
I think.
Oh, nice. It's a fun one.
I need to learn. I mean, I know how to do socks. I need to practice making socks.
I like, so for me,
technique that works best for me.
Right.
Yeah.
The technique for me my technique is, now that I've done, last year I did a pair of socks a month so I could try different constructions and figure out what my sock.
What's happening over there?
It felt weird. So anyway, I figured out that I'm an afterthought heel person.
That's your favorite?
Yes.
Fits you best.
It fits me best. Okay. And it's also, it's kind of convenient because it's also, in my opinion, the easiest heel to do because you literally don't have to think about it until it's ready. You're ready to do it.
Right. That sounds good.
Yeah. So, and you have a
skinny foot.
What is it? A narrow instep? Is that what we call it? So it doesn't. I don't get the pull across the instep that some people get. So the afterthought is good for me. And I'll also teach the people how, if they do get the pull, how they can still do an afterthought, but give themselves some room. So I think I'll do all of that.
Sounds good.
And then workshops. What do we have coming up? Workshops we have.
We're gonna do the zodiac sign's gonna be a workshop.
Oh yeah, talk about that.
So we're going to do a hand stitching class. So you don't have to know how to sew, and you don't have to own a sewing machine. We're gonna have zodiac signs printed up, and we're gonna go to Lucy Bacon's shop. What's the name of her shop? Do you know?
Do you know what I was thinking?
No.
instead of doing a bead, what if we taught a French knot?
We could do that too.
Because then there's more technique being taught.
That's true. The original thought was we were going to get beads that were going to be the stars, and then I was going to teach how to hand stitch the constellation so it looked like your zodiac sign. But French knot for the stars might be a good idea.
Just because I'm like,
something different.
I was thinking about driving home yesterday after work. I was like, Lucy Bacon, we gotta get in touch with Lucy Bacon. Not that we shouldn't get in touch with Lucy Bacon because she's amazing. She's our bead lady. She owns Lucy's Bead Boutique in Point Pleasant. So yeah, locals, if you need beads, go to Lucy. We love her. That's where we go. But
French knot might be
then I thought French knot would be kind of cool because there's more
to teach. Maybe. I'll have to try it. I think I'll try it both ways and see which way I like it.
You know, I have beads. I'll give you some so you can try and see which one you like.
And then we'll see how I like it or which one looks better. And we're going to do them small, like 4x6. So we decided 5 by 7.
Maybe 5 by 7.
And Paige is going to make up frames. And then everybody will pop. So we're going to do it just on black or navy blue, dark navy blue.
Do you have navy blue?
I do. I have navy blue shot cotton.
Ooh. Yes.
And so we'll do it on that and then put them in frames. So people will walk out with a framed zodiac sign of their choice that they've put together all in one day. Yes.
And
so
then,
that's fun.
What's the next? There's another one that you're doing with sewing.
The Burgies.
Oh, yes. Tell them about the Burgies.
So
this is a cool one.
We've been trying for, I feel like it's almost 2 years now we've talked about the Burgies because the losers. So if you're not familiar with sailing, they have flags that they run up, and each flag stands for a different thing. They stand for letters, but they also stand for different warnings, and they mean different things. So if you see a boat with certain flags up, it'll mean, you know, distress or all's well or whatever, but they also stand for letters. So we thought it would be fun to do a monogrammed Burgie. So for like Paige, you do a P,
but it's a symbol.
The colors
not
and the symbol P. For the letter P that translate into P.
Yes.
And then learn a blanket stitch. So you're just again learning applique with fusible interfacing onto a surface and then hand blanket stitching.
What if we did that one 8 by 10?
Yeah, that one could be bigger. Actually,
no.
They need to be square. They're square. The letters are square.
Oh,
and the
cool. So the
numbers
10 by 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
The letters are square and the numbers are triangles.
If we can get our
X together,
we would like to do our zip code in the Burgies. Like kind of, we'll make a pennant. Pennant? Is that?
They look like pennants. The numbers do. Yeah.
So that would be kind of fun for Memorial Day windows kind of a thing.
Yep.
And that'll, if we did that, that would be kind of cool to do at the same time as the class because people can see.
Yep.
So
those are the 2 hand stitching projects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's other ones we didn't put on the calendar yet because we just want to see how these go.
Yeah.
But I have that crochet embellishment for knitters that I want to do.
Right.
Which is teaching knitters how to do crochet edges and how to make flowers to put on their knitting.
That's good.
Right?
A lot of people ask for that.
Yeah, that's why I thought that would be a good...
That's a good finishing class idea.
And then there was another one. There was another crochet for knitters, and I can't remember what it was. I don't have my notes with me, so we can't tell you. So that's that. We good? That was 27 minutes we just talked, yeah.
That's a lot of talking.
Gosh.
Don't listen to us.
Well, you know what I could do? I could cut some of this and do half of it this week and half of it next week.
That's probably better.
I can say part 2 coming next week.
Yeah, don't you think?
Yeah.
You're going to watch this back and be like...
Not usable, we are dummies. Not usable, we are dummies.
Pretty much.
All right, then. So,
time is
to
it.
go.
Oh, man, I got to go to boot camp. Bye!
Guys, I'm going to Edinburgh Yarn Festival. I'm super excited. Very excited. I can't wait. Miller and I are going to have a blast. So we are going to spend a week in Edinburgh. We're not just going to go to the festival. I didn't, because I booked too late, I didn't commit to the trip until it was too late to buy advance tickets for the festival. So we will not be there on Thursday because Thursday is only open to ticket holders. So I'm kind of bummed about that because I would have liked to have gone on Thursday and Friday. So I think we're either going to go on Friday or Saturday. I don't know if we're going to do both days, but it's going to be fun, and I'm hoping to catch up with some friends and maybe host a knit night. We'll see. I'll keep you guys posted as I get closer to our trip. I will have a better plan of what I'm doing, and yeah, so stay tuned. I will definitely vlog for sure from Scotland. So I hope you can come along with me. It'll be so fun. Cool. All right, moving on. Another thing that's coming up in April, which I'm going to start talking about now because there's so much planning that I have to do that it's in my head now. But I know April's a way out. I mean, even March is a little bit of a way out, but I am participating in the New Jersey Wool Walk. My shop is that way. That is. And that's exciting. This is my first year. So I am trying to kind of nail down some new yarn to debut for the shop, which I don't want to share yet, but I think there's a really special yarn company that I'm going to be featuring for the Wool Walk. I want to talk to a couple designers to see if they want to do some trunk shows, and maybe ask a couple of the yarn dyeing businesses that I am in, or the indie dyers that I'm in connection with now, if they'd want to do some custom colorways. So that's what's in the pipeline, and I will, pipeline. Sorry, just made myself laugh. Made me think of Paula, who is Paula from the Knitting Pipeline. Why am I saying that? I'm just ignore me, all of my craziness. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. Let's move on. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the things that come into this place. Al, tell me about this. Speak it up.
It's amazing. Number one. So they're all remnant squares from a tailor shop in West New York from over 100 years ago that were pieced together. It looks like partly by hand and partly by machine by one of our customers' great-grandmothers. And then she embroidered flowers on top.
That customer right there.
That's my great-grandmother, Lucy Boyagi.
Oh my gosh.
Her name.
Lucy is unbelievably talented.
Very, very cool.
Like, I totally do have chills. This is how, like, you have to understand, like, you're in a room full of women who, like, this is our obsessions.
This is your deal.
Yeah, this is, like, what gets us going. And so seeing something like this that was made, and it's so cool, too, because there's this whole movement now with, it's called slow knitting, what's it called? Slow fashion. Yeah, and so like this right here, like using the remnants of the suits and then making something like this totally is what a lot of people are into right now. And this is like,
What's this line?
These are her basting stitches.
Oh,
So
to
when
hold
she
the
was
backing
working,
on?
yeah,
Oh,
to
okay.
hold the back on there while she was piecing that section together.
Of course it is. Maybe she didn't finish this one because it's not cut out.
It looks like, so these would look like selvage edges from which is like the end finishing edge of the whatever piece she was
I wonder if
pulling
she would
from,
consider this a finished one.
and then
Who knows?
stitch that.
well, she was a prolific maker from all the things that you showed me. And just like most of the prolific makers I know,
The what makers?
prolific, we make so much that it's like,
Yeah, I got it.
that I would say she fits right in with most of us who have the finishing to finish and never get to it. Because we can't wait to make the next thing.
She finished this edge off, and then the rest of the edges she went back in and cut this out. But she
cutout
put
right
this
here.
here first so that the fabric of the suits wouldn't unravel. So she put this was going to be her finished edge, and if you look, she scalloped. She cut this part out so that she had these
Yeah,
little
that's
scallop
right.
edges.
I
So
did
she
not-
just didn't get to that part.
Oh my gosh, I want to show the purses too. Did you see them?
No, it's
it's Wednesday. Yeah, today's Wednesday.
Oh my gosh.
Excuse me, Paige, your knit night's not tomorrow night. It was
No,
last
it's this
week.
Sunday.
Oh, this Sunday? Oh, I'm coming. 2 to 4.
Guys, shut the front flipping door. There you go.
Allison, are those crazy?
Crazy. Al, can you like put one around your little wrist so I can show the people?
The weight of it.
Isn't it
Like just
amazing?
the weight of it.
I know.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, don't mind.
That is what? Stop it.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
You are doing
Look at the little beadwork. Holy mackerel.
This is ridiculous.
You're doing great.
So, Beetle, did you have fun at the shop today? Did you like being a shop dog? Tell me a story. Are you so sleepy? Did you work way too hard today? Did you not take a nap? We didn't schedule that in, huh? Beetle, you did a really good job greeting all the customers today. Yes, you did. You did a good job. Did you like working here? Did you like working here, Beetle? Should I fire you or should I hire you? Beetle, are you ready to go home? You look exhausted. My first work in progress is, let's see, oh, these are my socks. So I just mentioned Hey Brown Berry, and Mars and her daughter Adachi have a dyeing business. And I, a while ago, bought a skein from them, and I've talked about this on the channel already, and you'll see how far I have not gotten on these socks. So side note here, nothing I'm showing you is new, so if you want to forward through this, feel free. I started so many things in the past couple weeks that I have not made much progress on things. Like that back there is a rug hooking project that I finally finished, but I cast on, I warped, I did so many things all at once that I'm having really slow progress getting to the end of these projects. So I do apologize for showing you all of this again. I mean, there's a Hershey Kiss in this sock. So yeah, I apologize. I have to figure out how to better organize my casting on or starting and stopping projects. So that right there is my my Dynamics yarn. That is Mars and her daughter Adachi. So this is their colorway Shug Avery, and it is I don't have the tag. I don't know what I did with it. I believe it's a merino and nylon. It is merino and nylon. I just don't know the breakdown. So that's the sock. So the last time I saw you, this is where that's where I stopped or started. So it's really not that much of progress. That right there is my little Choco Taco from Sucre Miniatures. And I am knitting these on my ChowGoo 2mm. So what is that? A 0? 2mm needle. 2mm needles, magic loop. And they are being stored in my Aggie's bags. I bought this from Aggie DiCarlo, Aggie's bags. Rats. I can't remember what Aggie's Instagram name is. Shoot, I'll look it up and put it on the screen. But I love this bag. It's a taller bag, but I like that because every time I work with it, I flip it over. And it makes a really, well, you can't see it because of the way I'm holding it, but it makes a really nice basket. Like it's a fun, it's good for, I don't know, sitting about but look how cute that is. I'm like butchering it because I'm not folding it very good, but it's the cutest bag. Thank you, Aggie. So yeah, Aggie's bags. Let me show you her tag. Can you see that, guys? Am I showing that right? Let me go this way. Aggie's bags. Okay, next project is in my Prairie Bags, my Prairie Bagworks bag. This little bag I bought when I was in Maine. Seashore Sharon invited me along to the Knitting Pipeline Retreat in Maine, and I am so glad I went. It is in September in Kennebunkport, Maine, and it is hosted by Paula, who I mentioned before. Or maybe I didn't, depending on how I edit this. Yeah, so Paula hosts the Knitting Pipeline Retreat. She has a bunch of them across the country throughout the year, and the first one that I went to was in Maine. So this is prairiebagworks.etsy.com. So you can find these bags. I love her bags so much. So yeah, this is where I bought that at that retreat. I love the handle. I love the pull. I love the zipper. I love the fact when you open the bag, there's a ruler on the inside. There's a pocket. There are not one, but two, what are these called? Key ring holders. So I have, and it came with stitch markers. This bag is no joke. I love it. So in this bag is my third mitten that I'm making of the Selby Mitten Club. It is the Nia mitten. I finished my Mabondin mittens, and not this video, but next week, next episode, episode 6, I have a video on me blocking them, so stay tuned. All right, so I'm doing these also on my ChowGoo interchangeables. It's the red lace, and what size am I doing? Oh, so this is on a 3.25 millimeter, and I love them. I love all of these mittens so much. Magic Loop. I don't know why I'm choosing Magic Loop over GPNs, but I am. So here we go. Oops, it's my waste yarn for my thumb. So there we have my mitten. Oh my gosh, look at it, right? Isn't it so good? So number three. I don't know what else to say other than how much I love this pattern. I am bummed that it's going slow. The last two pairs that I made were so quick. I had them done in, the first pair I had done in like a week and a half. The second pair probably 2 weeks. This one's taking me longer because I'm just overextended with my crafting because I'm trying to get so many things finished. So I'm not spending a lot of time on each one. So them's the breaks, right? This is Cascade 220 Sport. I'm a really loose knitter, so I had to go down. I don't know what the pattern calls for, but being on a 3.25 millimeter is, I maybe could have gone down another size, but it is making a nice fabric, so I shouldn't complain. That's that. I have nothing to say. Nothing to say about that. Okay. So my next whip, which is going to be the last one I talk about. That's an FO, but I'm not going to talk about that because I'm going to frame it this week. I'm going to put it in a frame, and because I'm giving it to a special friend, and so I'll talk about it next week when it's all framed and ready. So I guess technically it's not an FO because I have to frame it. Okay, so I'm taking, oh, rats. So if you guys are following me on Instagram, you will have seen, number one, you will have seen all of the projects that I'm doing at one time right now, because I took a picture of all of them, because the crafting chaos is crafting chaos. But I am taking a crochet class. It's an online class through, whose website do I do it on? It's on Facebook. It's a private class. You guys wouldn't be able to see it, but Yolanda of My Pretty Brown Doll. My Pretty Brown Doll. She's the maker. She makes dolls. My Pretty Brown Doll. If you watched my Instagram or you see my Instagram page, The Framer, you will have seen a picture, and I think I did a live video too, but that's probably gone by now. She made me a doll, a custom doll for me for my shop. And she's beautiful. And I'm hoping to show her off to all kinds of people who maybe would be interested in having Yolanda make a doll for them. She makes custom dolls. So, but she's also doing a class with our friend Aniqua, who is a doll maker, and her business is called My Kind of Thing. So both of them make really unique dolls, custom made, one of a kind, and they teamed up to do a class. And so I decided to take this class because, well, for so many reasons, but I just thought it would be fun. I love crocheting. It's my first love. Tonight, it's a 5-part class or a 4-part class. And the first class, so anyway, you don't need to know all that. Let me show you what I have so far. Tonight, I'm going to finish the body. So I have 2 legs and 2 arms. So there are the legs and there are the arms. Let me turn that around so you don't see my stitches. So they're so cute. These, if you're wondering, that's how I am keeping track of my rows. I just use a piece of yarn. I can take this out now. It just pulls out. Don't fall. So I can just pull this, hold this tight so I don't crunch up the leg. So just so you can see. So that's how it goes. So that I use to make sure that both legs have the exact same. I don't use a row counter when I'm crocheting, just because that's so easy, and that's how I've always done it. So, and then the head, which I'm very excited about. Look how cute she is. Oh, I don't know if it's a girl yet. Yeah, I think she's a girl. So I use buttons. I don't remember where I got these buttons. Let's leave it here. So her cute little nose. So there's a couple things that I need to change when I make my next doll. One, I think you guys can see that it's pretty open. You can see the fiber fill in there. So I'm using Cascade 220 to make this doll. And what am I using? My hook is a 3.5 millimeter. So I think I would need to go down probably another size or 2 to close up those holes and to fill her out. I don't know what else I would do. I could use a non-superwash wool and make the body parts and then wash them and soak them so then the fibers can bloom, and maybe that would fill in those spaces there, and then filling in the fiber fill would be fine. But you know what? I love her. And so for my first doll, for my first time, I'm going to say I'm doing a pretty damn good job. I love her. This is going to be her little underwears, her bloomers. It's a live broadcast on Facebook, and it's private just for the people who are taking the class. So it's kind of cool. We can chat with each other and ask questions, and Aniqua answers right away. So it's pretty cool. This is living in my this is all about Knitting Pipeline, Maine. This was a bag that Seashore Sharon made for me for our retreat. Of course, she did Maine lobsters, right? And it's a drawstring bag, and again, it folds over and is just the nicest sack to work out of. Look how pretty that fabric is. So thank you, friend. I love this bag. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, and she used the, I think this is called Grow Grain. It's cotton, so, but she used the ruler too. Really cool. That's me, Paige the Framer. That's my knitting pipeline pin. All right, so that is it for show and tell and whips. So Thursday, I hosted knitting or knit night. Was it Thursday? No, strike that. I just lied. It was yesterday. It was Sunday. Sunday afternoon from 2 to 4 at the shop. I hosted a knit night, and we had such a great turnout. It's so funny. Some weeks we have like 6 people, and then other days there's 18. So what did we have this time? I forget. Maybe 12, 15, somewhere in there. I almost ran out of chairs. I had 1 chair left. One more person could have come. I'm being silly now. Anyone can come. But I'm telling you this because if you are not close to the shop and you can't make it to a knit night, I am hosting virtual knit nights. And as of now, they're on Thursdays, but I have a couple of, or not every Thursday, they are on, the 3rd? No. Shoot, I can't even tell you guys. Oh, yes, I can. My calendar's right here. Ha ha ha. Calendar. Let's see. Today is, it's going to be February. Okay, so virtual knit night will be this week. Nope, next week, February 8th at 7 p.m. It's from 7 to 9. So if you're interested in catching up with me and meeting some other knitters and crocheters that I have befriended through the interwebs, please join us. You know, there's a bunch of you who I've connected with through my frame shop, but we don't live anywhere near each other. So if you are interested in connecting and being part of a virtual knit night, join my group on Facebook. It's called F&F Knit Nights, and that is where I post information, and you can also connect with the other knitters and crocheters who are involved. So it's just a fun community. So yay, join, yay. How many times can I say yay? Dork.
And then weave them together. Paige helps you weave them together.
Yeah.
I might actually make another one.
What are you making?
If I knew you had that talent,
Oh,
like,
I haven't seen that in forever.
I get the most, or crochet. These are the things I get the most compliments on. Probably has some.
wow.
I can't stand that you can't.
Should have never told her. And everybody
You're evil.
I know.
I forgot about this. Oh,
I have the yarn for that somewhere.
I was eyeing that too.
Yeah.
I'm like
I
looking at all the pretty things. How are you? Hi, good.
That's probably not very hard. You just do
No,
the
but you know what? I
strips.
forget how to crochet the strips. Like,
all right, pals, it's been real. I thank you so much for sitting with me for a little bit and catching up with what's going on here in my little world, my ramblings, right? So, again, hit those thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe for sure. And I hope to catch up with you this week around the interwebs. For now, take care, be well, happy knitting, all of that good stuff. Thanks, guys. Bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I don't know why I'm kissing you, but maybe it's because I love you. Oh, weird.